Wow. How are you all? Thank you for inviting me. It's so great to be here. I want to thank you all for inviting me and allowing me to share my experience with you today. Woohoo! You guys are inspiring. I know that each of you have been invited here today because you're striving to make a difference in your life and in your community. And I want to tell you, that is amazing. That is inspiring. My message is simple because I believe it's the simple messages, more often than not, that can change the course of our lives. There are moments in your life that can make you or break you or change you, forcing you to reevaluate. These moments, they often come in different shapes and sizes. When I was in school, I struggled with dyslexia. I was often frustrated in class. I knew I wasn't stupid, but somehow I felt less than. Fortunately, I had a teacher who recognized my frustration. He told me that my dyslexia, it didn't make me stupid. It had nothing to do with intelligence. He actually told me that it was a gift. Hearing my teacher tell me that set off like a light bulb in my brain. So I'm 19, and I'm living in London. Looking back, I guess you could say I was a bit of a troublemaker, bit of an outsider, not exactly a team player. But that's when I had one of those moments when life just throws you a curveball. I fell 30 feet, 3 stories from a window whilst trying to get onto a roof terrace of a friend's apartment. I landed between iron railings and an old washing machine where I lay unconscious until I finally came to. When I came to, I couldn't move. I couldn't move my arms. I couldn't move my legs. I was paralyzed. And the first thought that I had was, damn, I wonder who's going to play Orsino in 12th Night that evening. That was a play I was rehearsing. The doctors, they told me that I had a severe compound fracture in my spine and that I may never walk again. I lay there on my back in excruciating pain, staring at this ceiling for 4 days, not knowing if I'd ever walk again. I guess you could say that was a low point. But it was also a moment of change and clarity. I realized I'd been racing through my life, never slowing to acknowledge the moments, always focused on the next thing, never appreciating what was right in front of me. We take so much for granted on a daily basis. Things we should cherish the most because we think they'll always be there. Laying in that hospital bed, I thought about the course of my life, how reckless I'd been, how I hadn't valued my life. I knew that wasn't my destiny. I fixed my mind right there and then that I would leave hospital on my own and strive never to take life for granted again. Never. So the doctors said I must have had monks in Tibet and nuns in Ireland praying for me because 12 days after, 12 days, 6 bolts, 2 metal plates in my spine later, I walked out of hospital and back to school. I was lucky. Those same teachers, I was different. Those same teachers who thought I was a troublemaker said I came back to school a different student. Something had changed. Something that could have killed me gave me focus. I finally understood the value of my life. I performed all of my third-year plays in a back brace, which honestly didn't look that great under my costume. But I threw myself into acting in a way I never had before. There is no one in the world that is immune from obstacles. The greatest leaders of our age, Nelson Mandela, Eleanor Roosevelt, Dr. Martin Luther King, they all face challenges. I think the point is, recognize challenges for what they are. Moments of growth. Battle scars on your journey, badges of honor decorating your lives. I started this speech with a promise of a simple message, and this is it. You have more challenges ahead of you than you can even imagine. Sitting here right now, I want you to commit this day to memory so that when these challenges come up, you always remember that you are strong enough to face them. You are strong enough to overcome, and you are strong enough to grow through them. If you run for the hills every time a challenge comes your way, you'll miss so many opportunities to learn and grow. So please, 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 be present on your journey and appreciate what you have and embrace the challenges you face. Believe me, they are your gifts. Thank you, We Day.